Sophie had always been a traveler at heart. She loved exploring new places and immersing herself in different cultures. During one of her trips abroad, she met a charming young man named Won. They hit it off right away and spent every moment together, exploring the local sites and getting to know each other. When it was time for Sophie to return home, they both knew that they didn't want their connection to end. They decided to try a long-distance relationship, despite the challenges that lay ahead. The first few months were tough, as they navigated time differences, expensive phone bills, and the loneliness that comes with missing someone dearly. But they persevered, making the most of their time together when they could, through video calls, text messages, and letters. Sophie and Won would often dream about their future together, talking about where they could live and what they could do. They both knew that they wanted to be together, but the practicalities of life kept getting in the way. It wasn't until 2 years later, after countless trips back and forth, that they finally found a way to make it work. Sophie found a job in Won's country, and they were able to move in together. Looking back on those years of long-distance love, they both agreed that it was worth every hardship. Their love had grown stronger with every challenge they faced, and they knew that they were meant to be together. Now, years later, they still travel the world together, but this time as a team, with a love that had crossed borders and stood the test of time. Sophie and Won's long-distance love story had taught them to appreciate the little things in life and never take each other for granted. They knew that their relationship was not perfect, but they were willing to work through any challenges that came their way. Living together was not without its difficulties, as they had to learn how to navigate each other's quirks and habits. But their love was strong enough to overcome any obstacles, and they continued to grow together. They soon got engaged and began planning their dream wedding. They wanted to incorporate elements of both their cultures, so they decided to have 2 ceremonies, one in Sophie's home country and one in Won's. The wedding day was everything they had ever dreamed of and more. They exchanged vows in front of their closest friends and family, and danced the night away to their favorite songs. As they looked around at all the smiling faces, Sophie and Won knew that they had finally found their happily ever after. They had overcome the distance and the obstacles, and had built a life filled with love and adventure. From that day on, they continued to travel the world together, making new memories and cherishing each other's company. Their love story had begun across borders, but it had blossomed into a beautiful romance that would last a lifetime.